It's 7:30. I just had to come out in my pyjamas to take this photo. Walking to the museum today. Got a nice little house with a railway carriage and their front garden, as you do. Very nice. It's looking a bit dark today, but it's fairly bright. I can see alright. There's Richard. We're going in the Golden and District Museum. And it's got some mountains in the back, so that's cool. So these were the Swiss guides that came to Golden to lead people up the mountains. So it's talking about 1890. And then this shows the Swiss guides village Edelweiss as it was. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 houses that are still there 120 years later. And where we're staying is up here, sort of up here somewhere. A lot has changed since then. And then we got more information about Swiss guides, where they went, who they took with them, and their families. So that was very interesting. A small little museum that telling you the story of Golden and the local area and the railroad. The Swiss chalets were quite interesting. Obviously that's where we're staying at the moment. But yeah, the guides used to come over here for the winter season, take people up the mountains, show them around, and then used to go back home to Switzerland and stay there and then come back the next year. So the railroad wanted them to stay here all round. So in 1911 they built 6. I think it said there were planned to be 20 Swiss chalets built so the families could stay, so they would stay all year around. So they built 6 of them, and those are the 6 that are just down the road from where we're staying in Edelweiss village. So apparently there is a buyer for them at the moment, so what's going to happen to them, we shall see. But I've come outside now, and there are lots of little buildings and all sorts of things around here, so you can have a little mooch around those too. So here we've got the Canadian Pacific Railway Station. I guess it was probably moved to here, rebuilt. Smart building. Let's see. I don't know if we can get in. Have a look, see what it says on the door. So built in 1904. So let's see if we can get in here. Hope it's not someone's house. No, that's locked. Picnic tables. Accommodation upstairs. The steamboat era on the Columbia River, I was talking about there. Only lasted 28 years to 1914. But they kept sinking. Lots of rocks in the river. Crikey, so the carriage you see on the films. Diddy old thing. I'm not going to touch it, it might fall apart. Didn't say anything about it. Bit dusty. You could fit 4 small people in there. Driver and a hoss or a couple of hosses on the end of that pole. Chain driven, something to do with hay possibly. Lots of nasty spikes in there, making hay bales, it's my guess. Oh, manure spreader, shows what I know. A manure spreader or muck spreader or honey wagon is an agricultural machine used to distribute manure over a field as a fertiliser. First successful automated manure spreader was designed by Joseph Kemp in 1875. So that's what that is. Christ, jalopy, I think that's a jalopy. A ride-on gang plough. Crikey. That wheel over there is not even the same size as that wheel. Horse-drawn walking plough, that's this one. Horse-drawn hay mower. Yep, that's definitely a hay mower. That's a potato digger. Yep, I knew that. I.H. McCormick Deering horse-drawn hay mower. Wow, look at the teeth on that. Hay dump rake. Hay rake was a dump rake, a wide two-wheeled implement with curved steel or iron teeth, usually operated from a seat mounted over the rake with a lever-operated lifting mechanism. Yep. Hay elevator. Yep, that's why it's so tall. Here's another jalopy. Jalopy. Didn't say what that is. It's a turning something or other with a band. It's got a rubber tyre on the sharp edge. I don't know. It's a tractor. Some sort of tractor. The stuff comes out there. Yeah, it's definitely a tractor jalopy. Cool, good little museum this. Donations only, gave them $5. What's that, about £3? Well worth a wander around. So we're going to see if we can get in here. Log one-room schoolhouse built in 1914 in Briscoe, BC, British Columbia. Some kids' toys there. See if the door will open. No, can't get in there, unfortunately. But here is a goose. Just sitting in a box, as they do. So this museum is right on the edge of Golden. As you can see, more of the mountains. So that's the Kicking Horse ski resort. You can see from the chalets. And just more of the local villages. Mountains here, there and everywhere. I found the Golden campsite by the river. Toilet block right in the middle of the screen. Picnic benches. Water. Electric. Not in use at the moment. All in the trees though. Yeah, quite nice by the river. So over here is the river. Oh, all these metal wheels are where you could do your campfires. That's all very nice, goes quite a way back in the woods by the looks of it. Water points, electrics. And now we have the river. So this train's just having a rest. This is only a short train, it's about half a mile long. And you can get them a mile long. Oh, and it's 6 o'clock in the evening, I forgot to say, so going to the pub in a minute. And just looking up the valley, the confluence they call this, where two rivers meet. Again, nobody around. Okay, looks like it's exploring time again. And then the train's making a move. Apparently it's wood. Wood in there all packed up, ready to go. I think they need to take the brakes off. As I was saying, it's really quiet here. Good night.